Sports by the numbers.
Well, first off, it's not Janae Nicole. That's for sure, Shemaya. It's not Janae Nicole. It's Rudy Campos. Sweep the League is taking over SBTN tonight. I brought along the one, the only, the man. Did you bring his music tonight, Shemaya? You gotta bring. He doesn't talk unless he gets his intro music. This guy is so spoiled when it comes to radio. Hit it, man. I mean, the guy, he's not gonna say anything unless he gets his intro music. I brought The Rock with me. We're taking over Sports by the Number Monday night. Shemaya on the beats. We've got a very special guest in studio. We've got the one, the only Katie Goodman. Katie, welcome to SBTN. Welcome to Sweep the League Takeover Night. You excited to be here?
I am very excited.
Awesome. We've got it's 5 questions. I don't know what it's called. The hot seat is what it is. That's going to be in the third segment. It's going to be you versus The Rock. And The Rock is on a losing streak. So I'm going to say it's going to continue on the losing streak there. We've got Laker talk, Lakers Spurs tonight. We're talking Amari Cooper. We're talking Calvin Ridley because Rocky decides to text me throughout the day about Calvin Ridley getting suspended for a year. Thank you, Rock. But first and foremost, we got to get to the sponsors. We are at the 6-Man Studio. Hey, go check out his music. Some of his singles, Vibe, Must Be Love, and Necessary, streaming on all major platforms. This first segment is sponsored by Brina the Barber and Mr. Jersey. It is Women's History Month, so we're celebrating women in sports media. That is why Katie's here. She's going to tell us all about her path to sports media. Soccer player. I mean, we're going to give her some soccer questions. Rock, you play soccer.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I play center back and I play wing.
See, I don't know soccer. I know zero about soccer. I know how to
put in
kick
basketball
the ball.
terms. I'm like,
you can't use your hands. You use your head.
but you do use your hands on throwing.
You use your hand on the throw in.
Goalie uses their hands.
Apparently it's not a soccer stadium, right? Galler told me it was something totally different.
It's a pit, that's something different. You play in the pitch.
The pitch. That's what it is.
It is a soccer stadium, but you play in the pitch.
Yeah.
So, okay, see, that shows you how much I know when it comes to soccer. Hopefully you guys can actually help me out tonight. But since it is SBTN, we've got to get to some numbers here. We're going to talk Lakers and Spurs first. I'm going to hit you guys with a couple of numbers here. Shemaya, let's cue it up. All right. So, 19-19. That is LeBron's record against the Spurs. He's 500. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he's out tonight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So does this count as a win if they win? Does it count as a loss if it lost? He's not playing. I mean, what do you think?
Nah, it doesn't count as a win.
Doesn't count at all.
It only counts like in their actual record, but it shouldn't count from, Do you count Austin Days the championship when he won a part of the Spurs as a legit ring?
I can't. Yeah, I mean it's a ring.
I mean, he just sat on the bench and looked nice.
Bro, they're gonna pay me $500K to sit on the bench and collect the ring. I'm sitting on the bench and I'm showing off that ring all day, all night.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a pride for me.
So LeBron is averaging 27 against the Spurs, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. The record, does it surprise you about 19-19 LeBron? As dominant as the guy is, as much love as the guy gets, because as we all know, I'm a LeBron hater. I don't really like LeBron too much. But does it surprise you he's not more dominant against the Spurs?
I kind of feel like the Spurs, like their talent is spread out across the team, whereas the Lakers, they have their one solid, like a couple of solid superstars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like when someone like LeBron is out, it's going to take a hit on the Lakers a lot more than if we had one singular player out. We don't really have superstars on the Spurs team. We have a bunch of solid players, but the days of Tim, Manu, Tony is kind of gone.
We have an all-star though.
Yeah, now we do, and DeJounte is doing great. He's been hanging in there, but I think this is going to be a good opportunity for us to get a win. I don't think it's going to be a huge win, but I think it's going to be close. That's what I would predict.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
And that'll get popped
That's
high.
all we need. And not only that, but they've lost like 7 of the last 9 games.
Yeah.
Spurs have lost a few, but we're playing well. And I think when you look at, expectations from the Lakers versus the Spurs. Expectations are very different. Like people expect so much more from the Lakers, unfortunately, this season than they do the Spurs.
AT&T
You
Center
know?
right now is all purple and gold, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. Those fans travel well, and there's a lot of fans that are here that are Lakers fans.
Okay, so I was at North Star Mall before the show, and I had to get my old man steps in. I'm walking, I'm getting the weight loss, keep going. For every one Spurs jersey I saw, there were 6 Lakers
Oh
jerseys
no.
at North Star.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what the hell?
Were they all LeBron jerseys?
There was majority LeBron. I saw 3 Anthony Davis jerseys.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming those guys were hurt since AD is always hurt. And I did see a Kuzma jersey.
Really?
So I give more props to that guy because Kuzma's the better player out of all those guys, in my opinion.
This guy hates LeBron.
I don't hate
He
LeBron.
hates
You hate
him.
I can understand hating him, but like he's good. Like you
I don't-
can't talk mess about the
okay,
numbers,
so-
man. Like
I'll say this. I respect the guy's game. Is he the GOAT? In my opinion, no. But if you go by stats, I mean, clearly stat-wise, you've got to consider him the GOAT. But at the same time, it's in an era of basketball where if I blink at you, I'm called for a foul. And back when Jordan, back when, Pip and all these guys were playing, it took a really hard foul to get anything called.
Mhm.
So if you had less hand check, then Jordan would score more. Careers are longer. You don't have Bird with back injuries because he's not getting thrown to the ground by Lane Beer or all these guys. LeBron doesn't get that. When's the last time LeBron's ever fought?
I don't
Never.
think it would ever fight just because of his image.
He does the
Yeah.
whole, shoulder shrug, and he's going to come up to you, and then when you approach him, he backs off. He runs.
Yeah.
They don't
I
do
mean-
that in soccer, right?
well, we just
varies.
flop and
Yeah,
then
we
fake
just
it.
yeah we flop.
okay.
Everybody
okay.
flops.
But
we
there
draw
are
the foul.
circumstances like when people do fight. It's just you see it in any rec league or in
Yeah.
professional. If the people fight,
There's more
Yeah.
fans.
I think it's way more respectable when you don't, though. Like I hold someone in much higher respect if they can like maintain their character in a really heated situation. Personally,
see,
like I don't want to see a fight. I'm
but
just trash.
those soccer fouls are harder than any basketball fouls, man.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
because you're
doubt
getting
that.
cleated, full speed, or you're getting
doubt
just
that.
or
tripped.
tackle,
Yeah, tackled.
legit brain injuries,
So
spine injuries.
So sweep the league cleat challenge, you think?
I'll cleat you if you want.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. We've got producers that we can do
I was
that.
like, me
too.
and Katie will bring our cleats
Yeah.
in, and we can see how it
Oh,
feels
wow.
for you.
See, I'm supposed to be off at the end of the month, so y'all can do whatever you want to Derek and Stats and all those guys. Y'all have fun
We'll
with
give
that.
you shin guards, and then each of us will take one kick at your shin
Oh,
guard,
God.
and then see if it hurts.
You know,
Sounds terrible.
This is SBT and not gang up on Rudy. All of a sudden, both of you are ganging up on me, trying to cleat me and all that stuff. No way, it's not happening.
I am not a part of this. I just want to.
Wait a minute, you
That's all
just
his
said
idea.
she just said
That's
yeah,
all
yeah,
his
yeah. Like, oh my
It's all right.
god,
That's all his idea.
I'll get her some Taco Cabana. That should be a part of it.
Taco
Yes.
Cabana.
I can be bought
See?
with tacos.
Here we go with the tacos. I don't want to bring that Mama Margie story back up that we did last night. Let's continue with some Lakers talk here. We got some more numbers. Samaya, you want to hit me with that beat again, please? All right, so Lakers and Spurs overall series. Lakers lead 123-113, 10 games over. In the regular season, though, 91-89 Lakers. So, again, you're talking about Lakers have dominated Spurs technically. Overall, 2-game lead in the regular season. What do y'all think happens tonight? Spurs get the W? No LeBron. Russ is probably playing, but it doesn't matter because by the end of the night, the backboards are going to be calling the NBA league office for abuse because of how much Russ nails the backboard. It doesn't even hit the rim. It makes no sense to me how the Spurs lose this game. LeBron's the biggest factor.
Yeah, I mean, like Katie was saying, I can see them pulling out a W. I know. I just feel like it would be more detrimental, also, like you were saying, to the Lakers because the Lakers weren't expected to be this low right now. You have LeBron and AD, and any question you
3
go
of the top 75 players.
exactly, and
Okay.
and you're expected to be up there. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Lakers are gonna go." AD's gonna be healthy. It's the same story every year.
It
But
is.
everyone expected the Spurs to have their failures, and they're up 35-26 right now.
35-26. Who's leading scorer?
Most likely actually Doug McDermott.
Dougie McDermott.
Yeah, Doug McDermott. He has 7 points, and DeJounte has 6, and Trey has 2.
So, Katie,
Nice.
you're sticking with Spurs victory tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Spurs are a team like they kind of gotta hold the lead. if it comes to maybe like second or third quarter and they've lost the lead, then you can almost guarantee it's going to be a loss, unfortunately,
I
because
think
that's just kind of how the cookie has crumbled for them
Yeah.
in the past, but I think it's great that they're in the lead right now. If they can just hold that throughout the game, I think that means that we could bet on them.
Dude, I heard a number today too that the Spurs are 0-33.
Wait, hold on. Can I get the number
Oh,
music,
okay,
please? You
oh,
can't mention
my bad,
number
my
and not
bad,
get the
okay.
music, man.
So much music.
Janae's gonna fire us, bro. We don't wanna get
Hey,
fired.
I got fired on my day off, right?
Yeah, we're getting fired on our days off. All right, give me that number now.
Spurs are 0-33 when losing after the third quarter.
0-33 when they're trailing after the third.
Yes. How do you not at least have one game bounce your way? 0-33.
Is it because they are quote unquote tanking?
Mhm.
I saw a little article on that they are quietly tanking in a good way. They're staying in games, and apparently they're the best offensive team until the final quarter. Then they go downhill. It's like they're tanking without tanking. And I don't know how to take that. But now you're saying 0-33 after the third quarter. Maybe. Can the team really be that bad? It's
I don't even know what to
confusing.
make of that. Is that like a conditioning thing? Is that a coaching thing? Is that like a morale thing? What is happening there? Or is that they want a better draft pick?
Well,
next
they
season,
do
you
want a
know?
better draft pick.
Yeah. So like, is it just like write it out and end up bottom of the
don't
barrel?
know.
That just sounds like a terrible
I
plan.
want them to tank, but I mean,
You can't use that word.
I want them to
You want them to
compete.
succeed without winning.
I want
Let's
them to
go with that.
compete,
Let's make it
yeah.
a little bit easier because tank apparently gets
But it's
everybody
going
in
to get to the
trouble.
point when if they keep losing, they're going to have to shut down DeJounte most likely because there's going to be no point of playing him if you're playing in meaningless games.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's going to be making fans mad.
All right. Well, you know what? That was Lakers Spurs talk. When we come back, Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley talk. More with Katie Goodman and this other guy in 5-inch shorts, The Rock. We'll be back.
You know that was all my diamond shine, 'cause they really damn. They be really trying.
You rock my world and you know it. Baby girl, let me show you. Feel like I could fly, can't explain, but I love it. Made me feel alright one the night that I want you. I believe when you hold my hand. Maybe this is real, maybe this is one. Maybe my big friend had it on his plan. Baby girl, you know this will never end. Hey yo, this is the Six Man and you're listening to Sports by the Numbers on 9:30 AM. The Answer with Janae Nicole. Listen to my singles Necessary Must Be Loved on all stream platforms.
We all want to feel good and look good. One way to make it happen is by visiting Brina the Barber at Crux Barber Lounge. She knows all the latest cuts and styles. Find Brina on Facebook or head over to Booksy.com to view over 160 5-star reviews and book your appointment today. Brina will make you feel rejuvenated each and every time. So download the Booksy app and schedule an appointment with her now or call 210-279-1301. Be sure to tell her Sports by the Numbers sent ya.
Sports by the Numbers.
Got a house with a lake, so I bought a boat. About to switch up a play that's inaudible. State to state, private jet with some model home. Had to run on more dollars than followers. Me and Bay take the week.
All right. So kiddos out there. Who is this? Who's on the mic? What song is this? Katie doesn't know. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I honestly.
You don't know either?
No, I don't know.
Shamaya, who is it? You don't know. You put the music together. You don't even know. All right. We're gonna say that was the baby. Y'all told me about the baby yesterday.
He doesn't know who the baby is.
I don't know who the baby is, so we're just gonna say that was the baby. Katie's looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't know who it is. That was the baby then. We'll go with the baby, whatever it is. Sports by the Numbers. This segment is brought to you by Brina the Barber, Mr. Jersey. We talk Lakers Spurs. We've got Katie Goodman. We've got The Rock. We've got Shamar on the beats. We're gonna talk some NFL here. Amari Cooper. Shamar, let me hit you with these numbers here. $20 million. Now, if you cut him, $6 million. But I'm going to give you his stats. 2018, 53 receptions, 725 yards, 6 touchdowns. 2019, 79, 1189, and 8 touchdowns. 2020, 92, 1114, and 5 touchdowns. 2021, 68, 865 yards, 8 touchdowns. That doesn't scream $20 million, in my opinion. $20 million is DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, those guys right there. So why are Cowboy fans so upset about the Amari deal? Considering one guy I brought in earlier,
Mhm.
Allen Robinson is going to cost you pennies,
Mhm.
and he's only 2 years older than Amari. So why not use that money to get another player, a la linebacker, safety, Tyrann Matthews out there, spend a little money on that on the side of the ball that you've got to build up, and go get an Allen Robinson, maybe pay less for a Chris Godwin, someone like that. Are you guys upset that Amari might be released from the Cowboys? Because me, I don't really care, to be honest with you. To me, it's a good move. You got to save money. You can't get rid of Zeke because Zeke is all guaranteed just about.
Mhm.
So cutting him is just going to be terrible. No one's going to take that contract in a trade. Next best is Amari to go.
Mhm.
What are you guys feeling on that?
Mhm.
I mean, I think he's still a great player. I think he still has a lot of great years under his belt. And I think if they cut him, he's going to go into free agency and then he's going to end up somewhere. Like, I don't think it's
Yeah.
the end for him by any means. But, you know, we just had the NFL Combine and there's tons of really young talent out there. And we all know rookies are way less expensive
yeah.
than these other
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
And so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see a couple of these young guys peppered in for the Cowboys coming up. But as we had mentioned earlier, before we came back on air, you know, there's a lot of restructuring of contracts, right?
Mhm.
So we're restructuring Dak's contract, and who else could we possibly restructure?
D-Law.
But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want his
Well,
contract taken.
I think they said, can you take a pay cut? That wasn't a restructure, just saying take a pay cut. I think that's two different things. But I mean, if you're gonna tell someone to restructure, you don't want to, okay, bye. Like you can get cut, but it'd be a dumb thing. They could also save money by letting go of Anthony Brown. You know, they just drafted a corner last year in Kelvin Joseph, who they have praise for. Second round pick. I mean, you have to get playing time. He was just hurt a lot.
Mhm.
$6 million right there. They could cut their kicker, Greg Zerline. I know Cowboys fans really wanted him to gone last year.
Who are you going to get, though? There's
Dude,
not very many options to kick.
the Bengals just drafted a kicker. and
Are you really going to find a kicker like that in this draft?
there is a punter. Speaking especially, there is a punter that's coming in this draft who's super good. And I think he had a high at the combine, punted 80 yards.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, and so, but I mean, you can find a kicker. I mean, well, they already have a punter, but you can save money going anywhere else. But going back to your stats, Amari's an elite receiver. He might not be up in that same status of Hopkins and Adams, but he's still elite up there. The reason Lamb and Gallup got those looks was because of Cooper. So I guess Cowboys fans are mad because they don't know the unknown without Cooper.
But if you're spending 20, say you go get an Allen Robinson, you're going to spend, I think you can get him for around 12 or 13. I think you can get him really cheap. So you go get a Robinson, then you go and get a Will Fuller, someone who can actually stretch the field. He's just your deep threat. He's been injured, but again, you're only going to spend maybe 9, 10 on Will, maybe. There's your 20 million from Amari, and you kind of already solved the problem. You mentioned earlier that they're talking about throwing the tag at Schultz. I don't buy that. I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Why are you gonna tag a tight end, one that you really didn't use as much as you did Jarwin? Makes no sense at all.
You're telling me I don't understand the decisions from Jerry Jones.
Well, I'm coming to you specifically because you're a Cowboy fan,
I don't understand it. And I see a lot of fans talk about that they think it's because of Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones is so obsessed with staying under the cap, but if it was Jerry would be like, let's throw the money right here, everyone. Let's throw the money at everyone. He doesn't care. He would probably call Tyrann Matthew right now. Hey, what money you want? Let's go. Let's get it going. Like, he does not care. But I just don't understand. Like, after 26 years, you would think something would change. They'll go all in, but they just want to stay under and safe. We're building towards the future. You only have such a certain window that you're going to have. Eventually, I think I saw a thing that Dak could essentially play himself out of Dallas next summer. So what's going to happen then?
Again, the Cowboys contract situation is terrible. The Zeke contract was terrible from the beginning. The Mike McCarthy hire was horrid already. I mean, when that happened, I already knew Zeke was in trouble.
Yeah.
Dak's contract, okay, I get why you pay him that much, but again, unproven. I mean, the guy has great games, has a great season, and where are they? Out in, first game in the playoffs or not making it to the semis or anything like that. So you got to start looking at, okay, we're paying these guys, we're elite somewhat, but they're not worth the money we're paying them. You've got to be, they're not Patrick Mahomes. They're not, like I said, Devontae Adams. They're not Aaron Rodgers. Nobody like that. So it's kind of like the Cowboy thing with Amari. I kind of like the cut. If they do end up releasing him, I do like it. Makes sense, but you can always bring him back. I mean, release him, bring him back, do whatever. If it happens. The one thing that we are definitely not going to get this year, Shamaya, go ahead and hit those numbers, and then I'm going to need my sad music, please. All right, so Calvin Ridley. Well, thank God we only have 4 minutes in this segment because I don't want to talk a lot about that. $1,500 betting only. And he's suspended for an entire year. I was already upset that he was gone for mental reasons, which I completely understand if you're a player. Then to come to find out he's gone for a year, we can't necessarily even trade him, the Falcons, because can't do nothing with him. Stuck for a year. And the music is killing me. $1,500 betting. It's not Pete Rose stuff. It's nothing like that. Come on. Be real. $1,500 betting and a year suspension. There's got to be more to that. There's got to be more to the story.
I feel like he has one job, which is like just stay on the straight and narrow, man. Like just don't break the rules. Just play the game. Do what you're supposed to do. And like, yeah, it's $1,500, but like you had one job.
But
Just play football.
But it's $1,500. Like it wasn't $15,000. It wasn't $150,000. It's a $1,500 bet. A bet that most people put on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I want to know who ratted him out for $1,500. Like
someone had
that's a
it
low
out for
blow.
him.
That's a real low blow.
Wow.
I think he should get fined, like a slap on the wrist because of what he did, because you're not supposed to gamble as a player, but you shouldn't be suspended a year.
Players gamble all the time.
Exactly.
So, I mean, to me, there's got to be more to the story than
Oh, yeah.
just, he's going to be suspended for gambling on football. He did end up betting on the Falcons, which that should get you suspended indefinitely just for doing that, because you're crazy for just betting on the Falcons. He did hit one game on the Falcons. That was against Jacksonville. But again, $1,500, there's got to be more to the story. I'm thinking that it could have something to do with a gambling ring, possibly. So if it's a gambling ring type thing that he's involved in, so be it. I don't know. I just know for a fact that the Falcons are going to be terrible again. My heart's broken, as we've heard with Titanic.
It makes
already.
me happy how bad they are.
See, Katie, I got to put up with this weekly from these guys.
Are you a Cowboys
Feel
fan?
for you, man. Yeah, I would say. I mean, I'm not really super partial to anybody in the NFL, to be honest, but I
Can I convince you
I
to be a
lean
Falcons
towards
fan?
the Cowboys.
Thank you.
Can I
Dak,
convince
Dak
you?
is my homie. I went to Mississippi State.
You did?
Yeah,
I did
And
read
Dak
that.
went to State, and so
Did you ever meet him?
yeah, he dated my best friend actually.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we go back, but he, once he started doing really well, kind of got a big head. So, but
Some
rightfully
players do.
deserved. He's killing it.
She
I can't
She
blame
puts
him.
that, tells everyone, hey, my name's Katie Goodman. I met Dak Prescott.
Yeah. By the way, I know Dak. 10 years ago.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
no.
cool, though.
Well, she said she's, I guess, partial to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Can I convince you in a Falcons fandom?
I don't know.
Probably not,
I
right?
don't know.
Probably
It's
not.
not looking too good. I mean, we've got gamblers on the team.
Oh, we're going gamblers now. We're definitely not touching the Texans then, that's for sure. We can't touch anything on that. All right, well, I can't convince you on the Falcons part, but as far as the Calvin Ridley thing goes, there's got to be something more than just the $1,500 there. I think it's a gambling ring. It's quite possible that way. Could be that. I have no idea. Katie, we got about a minute left in this segment. I'm going to get you a little ready here.
Okay.
You've got questions coming up.
Mhm.
They are some soccer. So there's going to be some Laker questions in there.
Okay.
So why the Laker questions? I don't know. I'm thinking it's
Okay.
because of Lakers Spurs
So
tonight.
do the sign of the cross.
So
hopefully.
yeah, do the sign of the cross. Do whatever. We have a candle somewhere here. We can light the
Someone
candle.
please light a candle.
So I just got to know, if you beat Rock, what's the punishment? We got to
I
get a
don't
punishment.
know.
This is a guy. You know
Maybe
who
you
Thunder
could
Rosa
just
is?
give me tacos. Whoever wins gets tacos.
That's fair.
I
The
think that's
tacos.
I
solid.
agree. That's
Right?
fair.
So a taco thing.
Just
Shemaya,
not,
that's
not
legal to
Taco
say on
Bell,
air, right?
whatever we do. Or maybe whoever
Thumbs up.
loses gets Taco Bell, and
Oh, yeah.
whoever wins gets Taco Cabana.
John Lee.
We've got the Taco Cabana versus Taco Bell
down.
challenge. Winner gets Taco Cabana, and loser gets Taco Bell.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cry if I lose.
I got to make these questions
is gonna be
super
bad.
hard for Rock,
Oh,
but they're
no.
going to be the same questions. So now you got to be. All right, when we get back, it is hot seat time. The SBTN hot seat. Katie Goodman, Rocky, Shemaya sweating on the beats over here. Rudy Campos Jr. We'll be back.
So easy to fall, beat 'em to fate. Dirt the voices, he know just what to say. I'm the hero, I come through say today.
After this drop, then it's only the label. You see the crosses surrounding the table, but never crosses we flip it.
Mr. Jersey lets everyone rep their teams by providing authentic and licensed jerseys for 40% less than the competition. Can't find a player? Mr. Jersey has you covered, whether it's NBA, MLB, NFL, NHL, NCAA, or throwbacks. They only sell stitched and embroidered products and can customize for most teams. They are veteran owned and operated. Visit MrJersey.com or call 866-272-9888 to get your order started today. You can also tell them Sports by the Numbers sent you.
Working out on your own can be tough. Why not train with the best? Kraft Fitness allows you to train with personal trainer Sean Kraft. With over 10 years in the fitness industry, Sean can customize a nutrition plan and recommend supplements to fit your unique health needs. If you want that body by Kraft, then check him out at craftfitness.com and get your healthy life started today. Call 210-834-1814 to begin your transformation. Don't forget to tell him Sports by the Numbers sent you.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters reporting. The Australian government says it is placing sanctions on Moscow's propagandists and purveyors of disinformation who legitimize Russia's invasion as the denazification of Ukraine. Foreign Minister Maurice Payne says her government is sanctioning 10 people of strategic interest to Russia for their roles in encouraging hostility toward Ukraine. She says this includes driving and disseminating false narratives about the denazification of Ukraine and making erroneous allegations of genocide against ethnic Russians in eastern Ukraine. She says Russia's invasion of Ukraine had been accompanied by a widespread disinformation campaign, both within Russia and internationally. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 797 points. The Nasdaq dropped 482. More details at srnnews.com.
This is Mark Sadowski for Mark Sadowski Jewelers. Do you have a drawer full of old jewelry that you don't use, don't wear, and don't like anymore? Add it all up, and that's a lot of money laying there that just lays there. What can you do with it? Bring it to Mark Sadowski Jewelers, and together we'll design something that you will like, that you will cherish, that you will enjoy. We'll create something that fits your lifestyle and your taste. It's even better if the ruby belonged to Aunt Susie and the diamond was Grandma's. Then you'll be creating not only a piece of jewelry that you'll enjoy wearing, but also be creating a family heirloom to pass on to your heirs. Mark Sadowski Jewelers on Northwest Military Highway, a family tradition since 1933. That's 3 generations. Call us at 210-377-1818. That's 210-377-1818.
Hey, it's Milton Glick from Millburgers Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 on Boulevardy Road. Let's talk about some of the things that are on sale this week at Millburgers. Lots of great things featured, and you'll find them all at millburgernursery.com. But let me tell you about a few. Now is the time to plant blueberries and blackberries, and Millburgers has an incredible selection of berries that are easy to grow with copious amounts of delicious fruit. Right now in the number 3 pot, they're on sale for $28.88 or 2 for $50. Brighten up that yard with Star Jasmine in the number 5 pot, regularly $34.99, now 2 for $60. And Carolina Jasmine is on sale in the number 5 pot, $34.99 regularly, now 2 for $60. You'll find fruit trees on sale at Millburgers. You'll find stepping stones on sale at Millburgers to brighten up your yard and give it some different character. Okay. All these are found at millburgernursery.com, and hope you come see us at 1604 and Boulevardy Road.
9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Sports by the Numbers, sponsored by Janaea Nicole Productions.
Sports by the Numbers.
Just for thinking they my friend. Manipulator, instigator, Oh, you think you big and ranking and got some paper? Oh, I take
Sports
a lot
by
of
the numbers. Rudy Campos Jr., Shema on the beats, Rocky in studio, as well as Katie Goodman
Of the oldest.
in studio. And we had a nice little commercial there, too. Awesome. This segment is sponsored by Brina the Barber and Mr. Jersey. We are live at the 6-Man Studios. Go check out his singles, Vibe, Must Be Love, and Necessary, streaming on all major platforms. All right, so we said Taco Bell versus Taco Cabana challenge. Well, that got taken off the table. It is just straight up Taco Cabana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us can risk eating Taco Bell at the moment. So.
If one of you gets all 5 right, then I'll take one for the team and I'll eat something from Taco Bell. I will completely kill my diet.
Yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal.
I will kill my diet. I will have my doctor call me and scream at me.
Like,
I will eat something.
I volunteer as tribute.
I will take one for the team. I will go down like the Titanic and I will take it for the team. So are we ready for the what do we have? Music? No? All right. Well, again, this is Janae's show, so I don't remember everything on it. All right. So first question. We're gonna start off with Laker questions because again, I don't know why we got Laker questions, but we do. No big deal. Here we go. Which Laker has had the longest career playing basketball? Is it Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, Horace Grant, or Karl Malone?
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. What's the answer?
I'm gonna go Shaq on this one.
All right, so let me write these down. All right, Rock.
Horace Grant.
Horace Grant. All right. I'm just gonna say that I don't have to eat Taco Bell. That's for sure. Thank God on that. Which one of these Lakers is not, or which one of these is not a Lakers captain? Rick Fox, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. What's the answer?
Rick Fox.
Fox. Okay.
Malone.
Fox and Malone. All right.
I'm so nervous. He doesn't even tell us whoever got it right. If we
We're
both
gonna get them all wrong.
Okay, okay, we're gonna go to soccer now because that's enough Lakers stuff.
Like waiting.
Y'all are like, oh my God, what is going on here? I'm thinking, what's going on here? The 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup was played in 6 different cities in a very large country. Which country hosted the tournament for the first time and was the winner of Group A? Was it Canada, Australia, Brazil, United States?
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
If I gotta read it again, let me know.
I actually can't remember this. Which is
Can you just
really
read the
bad.
answers again?
Canada, Australia, Brazil, United States. 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup was played in 6 different cities in a very large country. Which country hosted the tournament for the first time and was the winner of Group A?
It's one of 2, but I'm gonna say Brazil. I should know this, but I can't remember.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brazil.
You know what? You guys are supposed to have lifelines. I forgot about that.
Right? I'm gonna call my co-hosts of my podcast. They would know this.
Sure.
I know it's not Australia, and I don't think US had hosted one. I'm gonna go Brazil too.
Brazil.
Yeah, because I know US is hosting one coming up in 2026. So.
All right. So let's go to
I'm so scared.
This one. How many teams participated in the World Cup? Is it 14, 16, 18, 20?
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
In the
What's the
women's?
answer?
How many teams participated in the
Oh.
World Cup? 14, 16, 18, 20.
Damn, I should know this.
How many teams participated in the World Cup?
16.
That's what you go with?
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
18. All right. So we've got one more question. 2012 was a historic year for Christine Sinclair, thanks to the London Olympics. What medal did Sinclair and the Canadian women's soccer team win? Gold, silver, bronze, or kryptonite?
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
Bronze.
What's the answer?
What year was this?
2012.
I'm gonna say gold.
All right. So
I'm so wrong.
let's go back to these questions
Those are
here.
tough.
They are. They are. And don't blame me. I didn't get them.
I was expecting to be like, when did the U.S. win the World Cup?
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
When did they win the World Cup?
19.
19? Okay, so y'all got that one right. We'll give you that one. That way y'all both can say, I guaranteed you got one right.
And Australia New Zealand Women's World Cup is coming up.
Oh,
so yeah, so that's why I was like, it's not Australia.
Yeah.
There we go. And y'all are going to get more soccer talk yet. I'm going to take a backseat because I need to learn about
Also,
soccer.
another thing coming up, Rudy, is that the World Cup for the men's will be in Qatar. And it's going to be in December this year.
Qatar?
Yeah, Egypt.
Okay.
But it's usually in the summer, but they pushed it back to December because it's so hot. And so it's like a big controversy because like club teams are usually playing during December. So like they're trying to figure out how they're going to incorporate the players. But yeah.
That and COVID
Yeah.
pushed it back.
See, I need to know all this. I need y'all are going to have to teach me. You guys are going to have to. Y'all can teach me over some Taco Bell, right? That fine? Which Laker has had the longest career playing basketball? So Katie said Shaq, and Rock said Horace Grant. The answer was Karl Malone. So that one was definitely not good for you guys. Which one of these is not a Lakers captain? Katie said Rick Fox. Rock said Karl Malone. One of you was right. And that point goes to The Rock. The Rock was one. Then we went soccer. We definitely went soccer ones. And I got to get these back up here now. 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup was played in six different cities. We're not going to read the whole thing. Canada, Australia, Brazil, United States. Both of y'all said Brazil. And guess what? It was Canada. So that was definitely wrong. For both of you guys.
Awesome.
That was awesome. I like the anticipation there. How many teams participated in the World Cup? 14, 16, 18, 20. Katie said 18. Rock said 16. Katie, do you want to change your answer? I'm gonna lie and change your answer. If you want to change it, you can change it now.
16.
You want to go with 16?
Yeah.
Okay, you just got it right.
Oh,
16 is the answer. Both of you get that right. That was your lifeline. She can't say I didn't give y'all a lifeline.
Yeah,
You got your lifeline. So the last question involved Christine Sinclair. 2012 was a historic year for Christine Sinclair, thanks to the London Olympics. Which medal did she win? You said gold. Katie said gold. Rock said bronze. Anybody want to change their answer? No? Katie, you are definitely not getting that one right.
Oh,
that was Rock for the win.
Oh man.
Rock
Good
said
job.
bronze. So Rock ends up winning.
Yeah.
It's like
3
I
to
owe you
1.
some TCs then.
TC.
Taco Cabana for the win. I don't have to eat Taco Bell. My stomach is happy.
I'm gonna surprise you with Taco Bell this Sunday. I'm just gonna bring it, but here you go. Rudy.
No.
Just
After what? Who was it? Stats to tell me what was in a 7-layer burrito? I didn't even think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
real. Have you heard of that? No. 7-layer burrito. What it was?
sounds horrible.
Trust me, the way he made it sound, it was really, really bad. Anyway, that was the hot seat. It wasn't that bad, Katie. You got one right. I mean, I hold I was the first participant in the hot seat. I got 2 right. And I was the winningest person in the hot seat for a good 2 weeks. So I'm
It's
proud.
hot seat for a reason, no doubt.
Yeah, those questions are hard.
Yeah,
when you said the Lakers, I was like,
Coming from the guy that got 3 out of 5, that's probably some
hey,
of the,
I'm just good at guessing.
Yeah.
I think you might have cheated.
No, I didn't cheat.
We're gonna have to go back to the camera and see. We have cameras rolling pre-show. You know, Katie wasn't here yet. I wonder.
prepared.
I wonder. Did he see the answers?
It's like I'll get a couple wrong to throw
I'm
him
gonna,
off. Throw him off the scent.
I'm gonna have Shemaya go to the tape, and we're gonna see if Rock did cheat. If he did, then Katie wins out, by forfeit.
If you find it out, I'll buy her Taco Bell and eat Taco Bell.
I'm just gonna make it up then, just to see you eat Taco Bell. We're just gonna have you lose then. That's for sure.
My parents know that, like, I used to eat Taco Bell in high school. Our dad used to get Doritos Locos Tacos all the time, and I would eat it. And they know I don't like Taco Bell. I hate Taco Bell.
Oh God, I used to eat it a lot, and I fortunately used to eat a lot of stuff a lot back then. I don't anymore. Katie, I want to go. We have a few minutes here in this segment here. So you're coming up. You San Antonio Athenians playing there. What else do you got going on? Now, let's not get into the media part. Let's
Okay.
get into your playing days.
Okay.
Give us the backstory on your playing days there.
Yeah, so I've been playing since I was 4 years old. I went on to play at Mississippi State, and so I played there for a couple years. I took a medical release in 2011 because I had back surgery in my low back. So I actually didn't come back to the Athenians until 2019. I played like a couple weeks and then took a step out because I hurt myself immediately. Came back this past season and played the whole season. And so now I'm going on what would be, I guess, a third season. But again, suffered a couple of injuries in the process. And so I don't know. I'm just going to see how things go. I'm waiting on a couple of results. I'm just getting over a concussion. I have a couple of bulging discs as well as spinal stenosis. So I'm going to have to really be wise in the way that I progress moving forward.
Jeez. Okay.
But I've got a love for the game, so it's really hard to walk away. You know, it's hard to walk away when you're like going through all the injuries and you still don't want to leave.
Yeah.
So.
I know how it is. I mean, I tried out for the NBA. I didn't make it, apparently. They said I was too short. That's so wrong of them.
Right.
I was too short.
Haters.
Come on. They're haters.
Haters.
Just because they can't dunk a ball. I mean, really? Nope. Well, I can't say Spud Webb can't dunk. He can dunk.
Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues could.
Yeah,
Yeah, could. I tried playing soccer one time, and I was one game, and this was when I was in daycare. I didn't tell you all that. It wasn't high school. It wasn't middle school. No, it was when I was in daycare.
Oh.
So if you can imagine a little round boy just running around, little chubby guy trying to kick a ball and getting tired, after the first 5-6 seconds. I mean, that's probably what entails my entire soccer career. But with soccer coming up now, SAFC had massive year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the rise of soccer in San Antonio just becoming even greater?
Absolutely. Like there's so much traction. There's such a heavy Latin American influence. Like the passion for soccer here is very different than some of the stuff you'll see, like even in Dallas and Houston. Like this is a really untapped market. I think a lot of like Liga Mexico needs to be looking at San Antonio, to maybe start developing teams here and kind of just move across the border. I think there's just so much room for potential. I think the San Antonio Athenians have a huge room for potential for going pro. Right now, the UWS, United Women's Soccer, we're technically an amateur league so that college players can participate without losing eligibility. But we're looking at creating, a second league so that we can go pro. Now, USL just opened up USLW, so they do have a pro and an amateur league. So that's going to give us a little bit of competition. We might lose some talent to that. But for the most part, San Antonio's ready. It's so ready. It's just full of talent. There's talent nearby we can pull from. I mean, we even recruit internationally. We're pulling girls from all over the United States for our team. And that's something that you see at a professional level, and we're just at amateur level. And we went to nationals last year, and I say we finished third because they didn't give us a chance to play for third or fourth. It was like knockout kind of situation. So we got knocked out in the first round, but there were 4 teams total there, and we killed it, man. And that's the best I've seen out of San Antonio, to be able to compete on a national level. Yes, we had a couple of recruits, but the vast majority of our players were from San Antonio, which is huge.
Awesome. I'm getting more excited as we're talking about soccer now. I appreciate you guys telling me that. Before we go real quick, Delta tweeted out. I'm going to get to that here in a little bit. I saw you actually like it. We'll get to that as well. As well as the backstory on Katie coming up in the media. It's women in sports media. Katie Goodman. Rocky in the short shorts. He wears short shorts. I wear short shorts. Shema on the beats. Rudy Campos will be back.
Pretty Little Things is your source for the best variety of accessories you want and need. From beautiful jewelry and clothing to unique face masks and sports lanyards, you're bound to find something you can't live without or that perfect gift for that special someone. Pretty Little Things is Janae's source for high-quality logoed sports face masks. You can see her items on Facebook by clicking the link at sportsbythenumbers930.com or visit her booth every weekend at the Bandera Market, 11627 Bandera Road.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. When you want to tell your story, you want the best possible images. Shuntai Films is the answer. From portraits to family photos, weddings, and marketing, Shuntai Films captures the moments and tells the story beautifully. So next time you need photos or video work, contact Abe at Shuntai Films, 210-609-0113, or see his work at facebook.com/Shuntai. That's CHATHIY Films, and be sure to tell him you heard about him on Sports by the Numbers.
Sports by the Numbers.
Yeah. If they with me, just know that they with it and bout it. If I said it, I meant it. There's no way around it. OVO reps up and P Rain is next up while she wait go crazy.
Wiz Khalifa. I'm terrible at this. Rock, who is it?
Mama, man, I don't know. I just know the song.
Just don't cuss, please. We
No, it's
haven't
just
had
like,
to dump anything.
We made
tonight.
it. Like, this is a song.
All right, we haven't had to dump anything tonight. Unlike Sunday nights, Drake. There we
Drake,
go. How
yeah.
did you not know it was a Drake?
You don't even know. You barely know Drake.
He's a Raptors fan. That's all I know. I don't know about anything else
He
on
plays
Drake.
for the Raptors.
He does not play for the
He
Raptors.
does.
No, he
His
does not.
twin.
Live from the 6 Man Studios, go check out his singles, Vibe, Must Be Love, and Necessary, streaming on all major platforms. This is Sports by the Number. Rocky Garza in studio. Shema on the beats. He's sweating a ton tonight. We're going to give him the night off here in a little bit. Rudy Campbell Jr. and Katie Goodman. We talked to her about San Antonio Athenians. We got a little bit of SAFC talk. Soccer on the rise. Now we want to get your background on sports media because I've seen you killing it on the podcast side. You're actually killing it on another local sports station. A couple of friends of mine are over there. So I've seen you over there too. Again, I'm not saying this just to say it. I told Shemaya yesterday on the show because I said, hey, we got Katie coming in. You know, we got to prepare this and that. I said, you know, she's probably going to be the next big thing in San Antonio.
Oh, wow.
Just from what I've seen, by comments from people. A lot of people are commenting on Twitter and everything when you do go live with the guys over there. I'm really believing it.
Thank you.
Give everybody the background on your media.
Yeah. So, you know, I've actually been really interested in media even from a young age. In high school, I was on the morning televised announcements, which were terrible. Like we had a PowerPoint to read off of. There was a bunch of jump cuts because we didn't know how to edit and we messed up over and over. So when I went to Mississippi State, part of the reason I wanted to go there was because they had a solid communications program. But then I ended up switching to international business and Spanish. So that's what my degree is in. And I went into the whole corporate America life. And I was like a monkey in a cage in a cubicle, man. Like it was not for me, especially being an athlete and then going to really sedentary life just did not mix. So from there, I became a yoga instructor and did a lot of social media management and marketing, you know, kind of tried to infuse my degree in there somewhat. From there, that's how I got into PR. So I was actually the spokesperson for the Animal Defense League of Texas, and I would go on to pretty much every TV station and just talk about adopting dogs and what events we had going on and things like that. And that's when I realized, hey, I really like this. It's the first time I found something that kind of mimicked sports. You know, you have to turn on, you got a little bit of adrenaline going, you have to just perform, right? And so that's when I realized, hey, I really think this is a better fit for me and my personality type, how I operate. Now, it wasn't until more recently that I realized the whole sports thing was really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was a contributor at Ken's 5 for yoga segments. And then, you know, I tried to start my own health and wellness show, which flopped during COVID, unfortunately, but also fortunately, because if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have known that sports was my real bread and butter.
Yeah.
And I've never felt more comfortable either on camera or on the mic than I have in this past year. And it all happened really quickly. You know, I kind of just surrendered. I was like, you know what, COVID's crazy. I'm going to go play soccer. So I went and played for the San Antonio Athenians. And from there, they had asked me to be on their podcast for the league, for the entire league. And that to me was the best thing that could have happened because that was my first experience really digging in analytically to the game and researching other teams and piecing it all together, right? Prior to that, I was just a player.
Yeah.
So from there, I went to Title League FC, who I'm still with. It's an MLS podcast, interviewed some really great players, some big names, some small names, you know, and that's where I got a lot better at interviewing. I just got my reps in, felt really comfortable there. Then I tried out for the Rock the Mic Challenge for ESPN San Antonio and got runner-up. And so that's how I ended up over there. And so I got a lot of things going in the mix there. But so now I'm kind of segueing into not just soccer, but other sports as well, which is hard because I know soccer. I was like born and raised in it. My whole family is a soccer family, you know, so it's tough for me to transition into those sports, especially knowing what I know about soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. And it's, and going back to Rock the Mic, you mentioned that I just, me with the radio stuff, Rock and Shemaya know I just kind of say what I want to say a lot of times. I don't really have much of a filter, but I still say you won. I'm still saying you won. I'm going to say it now. You won.
I will say I won the people's choice.
You were
I won the people's vote.
I'm
just
sorry,
didn't
man.
win. I won runner up. I got the same prize.
Hey, she's-
So is it really
Pretty
runner up or a tie?
I don't know. I would say it's a tie, but they say the Rock's the people's champ, but I'm sorry, she's the people's champ, man. I apologize. You still have a job. You're still with us. Don't worry.
I'm like, oh.
Don't worry. Yeah, he's getting sad now. No, definitely it was a very. I was very confused because when it was announced, I had people DMing me on Twitter like, "Are you serious? Like, how did this?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know Katie. I was just like, yeah, she's really good, but I don't know her. It's like, well, how did she lose? I'm like, I don't know. Here's this guy. Go talk to them. They run that.
Like
not
they're
me.
the ones who know.
Yeah. So
well, the guy who I lost to, he worked in media for a long time.
Yeah,
So he was
which I
good,
know.
no doubt. Like I don't want to like discredit him by any means. I think
No,
he
no,
just
no.
has other obligations as well and things that he has to do for him and his family. He has a young family,
Yeah.
So
But he's a really good guy.
Yeah, great guy.
I don't know him personally, but I know of him, so I know he's a really good guy. But honestly, this year, you really couldn't have gone wrong either way. I'm glad both of you are actually, getting success out of it. So we're excited to see everything you've got going on over there. Can't really say the station. I'd love to say the station, but I can't really say the station.
Oh, sorry. Was there no?
It's the one way over there on the other side of town. Shemaya's telling me no, I don't want to hit that dump button, so I'm not saying anything. But best of luck to you out there. We did mention Delta did tweet out something with women's soccer. So basically, we're thrilled to announce that our partnership with the NWSL and women's sports FDN as part of our commitment to support women's athletics.
Mm-hmm.
So Delta jumping on board.
Yeah,
Huge.
I think that's great. Anytime you have a really big name brand, something that's a household name hopping onto women's sports, it's only going to help us.
Mhm.
And there's been so much that's happened in women's sports, especially with the NWSL. I don't know if you guys know what happened last year. There's a bunch of sexual assault cases.
Yeah.
Almost every coach left the league.
Yeah.
I mean, abuse, all kinds of things. And they've just really flipped the script for this season. I mean, they've made incredible changes to the minimum pay, the minimum salary requirements, 401ks, paid leave for 6 months, mental health leave, all of these things that have just made the ability to even be a female athlete in this world possible. Prior to this, people had multiple jobs. There were professional players who were both on a professional team and U.S. women's national teams who had to, work double jobs. That's not okay. When you are performing at that level, to have to work multiple jobs, it's just not okay.
Yeah.
So anytime you see these big brand name companies getting in, it's only going to drive more attention to the sport. Of course, we all know it's all about ticket sales. It's all about, deals like these that help us to progress forward. So yeah, I think it's been a really interesting year, and a lot of things have come to the surface that aren't great, but at least we're moving forward.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go back to WNBA players are going to that. They have to play international ball to get paid more than what they do now, and
Right.
it's crazy to think that they're going through it. And when they have the NBA, who's a bigger established brand, they would do something to step up a bit, but it still hasn't. You had Brittany Griner that's currently stuck in custody because she was playing in Russia. So it's like it's sad to see.
It is really sad to see. And then there's the whole situation with the Liberty and the
Mhm.
chartered flights. They were
Yeah.
just sued for like $500,000 or
Yeah.
something. But what the real kicker is that their owner found a way that everyone in the entire league could have chartered flights, but there were still some owners who were against it.
Yeah.
Now,
Makes no
please,
sense.
somebody make it make sense as to why we can't have some sort of equality between WNBA and NBA.
Yeah.
Like, it's only
That's-
holding us back.
And that's where I hope we can get you back on one day, because that's where I want to get into all this conversation.
So much.
So hopefully, Katie, we can get you back on. Thank you for coming on SBTN with
appreciate
us.
it.
It was a
Thank
blast.
you.
Rock, as always, you're great. Love the shirt. Selena,
Yeah.
not a big fan, but whatever. Shemaya on the beats. We're going to let you work, brother. Rudy Compositor of SBTN. See y'all next week.
Mr. Jersey lets everyone rep their teams by providing authentic and licensed jerseys for 40% less than the competition. Can't find a player? Mr. Jersey has you covered, whether it's NBA, MLB, NFL, NHL, NCAA, or throwbacks. They only sell stitched and embroidered products and can customize for most teams. They are veteran owned and operated. Visit MrJersey.com or call 866-272-9888 to get your order started today. You can also tell them Sports by the Numbers sent you.
You rock my world and you know it. Baby girl, let me show you. Feel like I could fly, can't explain, but I love it. Made me feel alright one the night that I want you. I believe when you hold my hand. Maybe this is real, maybe this is one. Maybe my big friend had it on his plan. Baby girl, you know this will never end.
Hey yo, this is the Sixth Man and you're listening to Sports by the Numbers on 9:30 AM. The Answer with Janae Nicole. Listen to my singles Necessary, Must Be Loved on all stream platforms.
There is an answer to the mess we are in today in this country. There's a reason so many young people are being led astray. We have to fight back and protect the country we know and love. There's one who knows the way out of this mess. Charlie Kirk has the answer. He's relentless. He will not stop till he reaches